Virtual Tabletop for the Mothership Companion App. In this video, I'll show you how to run a session through our VTT. On the left, I have a desktop version of the app, which will act as our warden, and on the right, I have an Android device, which will be our player. To create an online session, I'll go to the Online tab and then click the Create button. This will create the online session and generate a 6-digit code, which I can use to invite my players. I'll now open the Online tab on my player's device and tap Join, and then type in the 6-digit code. This player is now awaiting access, and the warden can admit them by clicking Admit. The player's currently active character will automatically be added to the session. I can see their essential information as the warden by tapping on their character in the list. Anyone in the session can add or remove their character by selecting Manage Characters. As the warden, I'll add another character to be an NPC. My players can now see the basic information of that character by tapping on them in the list. When anyone in the session makes a roll, those rolls can be seen by other connected players. If you want to make any rolls in secret, you can change your rolls from public to private with the button here. As a warden, I can send items to my players using the Send Items button. Simply press the button, choose which characters you'd like to send items to, and then pick the item you'd like to send. Here, have a flare gun. The player can then accept that item in the Session tab of the Online section. Anyone with the Shipbreakers Toolkit in-app purchase can add their ships to the online session by pressing the Manage Ships button, then selecting the ship they'd like to add to the session. By tapping on that ship, other connected individuals can now see its information. Let's now add a map to the session by pressing the Add Map button and then selecting the map we'd like to use. You can see that in the desktop version, our view has shifted to show the map on the left and the online session tabs on the right. On the mobile device, we now have the option to view map, and when I click this, I'll see the map. This map was created using the map editor, which is included in the Virtual Tabletop in-app purchase. You can also import images to use as your map if you'd like. We'll include a link to our map editor video in the description below. The player can drag their character token from the bottom left corner onto the map to show their current location. The warden can move the tokens of any player, and they can create custom tokens for other NPCs and enemies. I'll add some new tokens by pressing the plus button at the bottom left. Here, I'll add a few tokens that I've already created by tapping on them. Tapping New Token Type will pull up my file system where I can select an image to import. I can then crop the image, and that will be added both to my token type list as well as to the current session. You may have noticed that there are a few differences between the warden's copy of the map and the player's map, namely these vents with hidden routes between them. That's because as a warden, I can hide and reveal different portions of the map as my players explore. If my players discover the vents in the vaults, I can press and hold on them to change their visibility and their associated paths. My players can now see these icons, but why can they not see the full paths? That's because I haven't yet revealed the path's destinations. Once I do, the players will know exactly where the vents lead. The same concept applies to the square rooms on the map. If I press and hold on a room, I can hide it and some of the connected icons, and those will become hidden on the player's device. That's all for this video. Don't forget to check out the map editor video linked in the description. We have a wealth of additional features planned, and if you'd like to stay in the loop, head over to the official Mothership Discord server. We hope you'll enjoy the Mothership Virtual Tabletop. This is Andrew, creator of the Mothership Companion App, signing off.